Hey, Fanboy Nation.
This is your pal Daffy Duck, and you're watching.
We're watching Fanboy.
A fanboy, etc.
Fanboy Nation.
I assume Tom.
Thank you so much for having me today, Court.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm excited, man. I mean, I was a huge fan of Lucha Underground, used to attend those and cover them in person. And now here we are with MLW. MLW has this sense of very much a Eddie Guerrero or Dean Malenko style in its presentation, in that you're so good. If people hadn't noticed you before, they have to sit up and take notice now and pay attention to what you're putting out there. I mean, you have the Von Erichs there with you. You have Aztec Underground and everything else that's going on with it. When you put that level forward to be forced to take notice, how much of a greater victory is it than to say having X amount of dollars behind you that could get you a TV deal from the get-go? Is it more rewarding in that regard to build yourself up from this grassroots phenomena?
I think I was always inspired by the grassroots phenomenon, and how, with that, it's a sense of being an entrepreneur and then building something and seeing that. And I think that from a business point of view, there's that for me. And then from a creative point of view, our journey has been one where I wouldn't trade for anything in the world, because you have to nurture every aspect of the creative, the talent, and develop them. And you're nurturing and developing the company as a whole, whether it's your streaming deals, your linear deals, licensing deals, toy deals, and it just takes a lot of patience and these small building blocks. I think that's a very difficult thing to do when there are two billionaires also in the mix, and they're very, very good at what they do. But to find our own lane and just under our mantra is just think different. And dare to be different, and just really just trust the process. We go in there, we never get rattled. We just keep going forward. The plan for Fatu and Hammerstone, I told them this plan in February of 2020, and the plan was for Battle Riot to happen in July of 2020 in Philadelphia. Well, things didn't turn out that way due to the pandemic, but I stuck to that plan. And in July of 2021 in Philadelphia, Hammerstone won the Battle Riot and was on the same path to going at it with Fatu in the fall. So we really, when we have a plan, we stick to it. And that, combined with kind of my Moneyball approach to talent, where you identify underutilized, underdeveloped, undiscovered talent, and make the most of them. That's been our calling card.
And from a selfish standpoint, I do need to ask, when will we see you out here on the West Coast, whether it is actually in California, if California ever opens back up fully, or at least Las Vegas or Phoenix?
Well, actually, we just spoke with a casino out in Vegas. Could be early 22. We were actually supposed to do our first show in LA in mid to late 2020, and then everything happened. So it's kind of just dependent on the state of each state and the pandemic. That's why we're using Philadelphia as our residency. It seems to be stable. Everything seems to be pretty good with the numbers. And also just a lot of our talent is right now on the East Coast, so less people have to fly and everything. So as things get hopefully a little bit more back to normal and things open up, LA is one of the bigger markets on my list of towns to hit.
Well, we look to see you out here, and thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.